Do you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, camera. So, yesterday we have discussed about what is educational research. What is meant by research? Research is to generate knowledge. When you speak of the educational research, that is the systematic inquiry based on scientific method and concerned with understanding and prediction and control of phenomena with respect to educational setting or educational scenario. So we have discussed about the positivist and non-positivist humanistic paradigm or positivist paradigm. So let us discuss the scope of educational research. What are the area that comes under the educational research? Okay, so many areas are there: educational psychology, educational philosophy, measurement and evaluation, and so on. So all these so anyway, so one of the scope is the curriculum areas. Under educational research, there is a curriculum. Curriculum, you are the totality of experiences that you gain inside the classroom situation or outside too is called your curriculum. Narrow aim is syllabus. A particular curriculum or syllabus is prescribed for a particular class. But here question arises whether that curriculum is suitable for the young children or not, or whether the curriculum is overloaded or not, and what type of curriculum is suggested so that that will not be overloaded, and the students will not be in the tense position, so they will concentrate on studies and they will also be attracted towards the curriculum. Okay, is it clear? Hello, is it clear or not
Yes.
regarding
Yes, sir.
curriculum?
Yes, sir.
Curriculum, so you can take the research, the suitability of a present curriculum for a particular class, mathematics or science or English or social science or any curriculum. Or we can take the attitude of the learners towards the present curriculum in any subject. This may be also a research study. Also, we can study the interest of the learners towards present curriculum. Also, you can take the study that whether the students are attentive to study the attentiveness of the learner of a particular class towards the curriculum, present system of a curriculum. The effectiveness of curriculum for the learner, maybe preschool, maybe primary school, maybe high school. So, under educational research, curriculum is the scope where you can conduct research. Is it clear? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then classification by research method used. So, what type of research method you can use? There are so many research methods. One of the experimental research, other is historical research, survey research, ethnographic research, developmental research, case study research, etc. I may cite certain example. Historical research say that the development of women education in the state of Odisha from 2000 to 2025, development of tribal education from particular area. So this is a developmental study. What kind of development has taken place? So regarding also methods, we can also study development of different methods suitable for the learners from particular area, a particular age, particular year. So this is called developmental research. So here in developmental research, always we use the longitudinal research, vertical. What are the status of women education in the year 2000? And what is the status of women education in 2025? Whether there is a development of women education in Odisha or not. Similarly, what was the status of tribal education in Odisha in 2000 or 2010, like that? And what is the status of the tribal education in 2025? So you over the year, what is the percentage of growth in the women education or tribal education? Okay, so this is called your developmental study. Then survey research. Survey research always relates to ascertain the present status of various areas. For example, we can, it is clear, survey research, you can conduct survey to know the present status in different areas, different educational phenomena. ଶୈକ୍ଷିକ ଘଟଣା ଯେତେ ସବୁ ଘଟୁଛି ତାର ପ୍ରେଜେଣ୍ଟ କଣ୍ଟେକ୍ସଟ. Let us take the achievement of the learner in mathematics in the year say 2024 or 25, or achievement of the learners in language English, maybe Odia, in the present context. So you can adopt the survey research. It is clear? As you are very much aware of the census survey, what is meant by that? When census survey is conducted by, already we are following the 2011 census survey. The 2021 census survey could not be conducted due to corona. Yet, the census has not been done. So, where in the census survey, what do we do? What is the population of India? What is the population of Odisha? How many? What is the percentage of scheduled caste? What is the percentage of scheduled tribe? What is the percentage of women? What is the percent of men? What is the percentage of literate persons? What is the percentage of illiterate persons? What is the percentage who have already passed matriculation or +2 or +3? In this way, we can make a survey research. Means the present status. In order to ascertain the present status of various phenomenon, we follow the survey research. Is it clear? Survey research? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes. Then the another is your ethnographic research. Here ethnography that the ଯାହାକୁ କହୁଛୁ ଆମେ ମୂଳ ବାସିନ୍ଦା ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ ଯାହାକୁ କହୁଛୁ ethnography. A particular tribal, to study the particular tribal in a particular district. There are so many tribals. In Odisha, around more than 700 tribals. Suppose educational status of the learners of Banda Hill. They are the origin or native of the particular place. How many of them are graduates? How many of them are matriculates? How many of them have not gone to the school? How many of them have left the school? And what is the reasons? All these studies can be conducted in ethnography because they have the peculiar culture, peculiar tradition, and the folklore, folk song. Different folklores and folk songs are in Odisha because ours is a country with variation, but unity is maintained. Unity in diversity. That you call it unity in diversity. So there is a great difference between the urban population and the tribal population. So far the educational status is concerned, we can compare also. The educational status of a particular tribal community with the urban population. So they also demand their why also you can demand, you can take a study that for the particular area, what is the medium of instruction, whether it is the medium of instruction is modern Indian language, that is Odia, or in the regional language the medium of instruction is going on. So we go to the field, we study their basic lifestyle or a unique lifestyle, that is called ethnic study. May be qualitative, may be quantitative. ତାଙ୍କର ବେଶ ଭୂଷା ଆଚାର ବ୍ୟବହାର ଇତ୍ୟାଦି ଇତ୍ୟାଦି, they are not modernized. There is no scope for the modernization. We the people who belong to the urban areas are modernized, but they are not modernized. Even you must have seen during Corona period, some students just they were going to the top of the hill or climbed up to the in the on the tree and all for the your mobile, the online learning, because of the tower signal. So these people are their peculiar lifestyle. The ethnic people, ethnic group, they have peculiar lifestyle, and we have to study what is the peculiarity of the lifestyle or way of living of the particular ethnic group. Is it clear? Hello.
Yes,
Hello.
sir.
Then your developmental research. I have told you the historical, also developmental
ଆଉ
research.
ଟିକେ ଏଥନିକ ଗ୍ରୁପ ଟା ବୁଝେଇଦେବେ।
Ethnic ଟା ହଉ ଠିକ ଅଛି।
ଆଜ୍ଞା ସାର୍ ଆଜ୍ଞା ସାର୍।
Ethnic group is always called the native of the particular area. Suppose Bonda Hill community, let us take the example. They are the ethnic group. Santal, they are the ethnic group. Paraja, they are the ethnic group. Because they have the different lifestyle, marriage ceremony, or the rituals of the birth ritual, death rituals, marriage rituals, or any other rituals they observe differently. So our lifestyle is different from them. So we have to compare. Or if you can study only their lifestyle of the particular ethnic group, their language, their culture, their tradition, their way of living, and so on and so forth, we can come to the conclusion. You will be astonished to know today young girls and boys are very much interested to wear short dresses. Am I right or not? Short dresses. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes sir।
Short dresses. You will astonish to know the community of Bonda people, much before they are using the short dresses. The reason is that the less clothes is required, the less labor will be utilized, so it will be less costly and easily affordable. For that, they were using short dresses. So our culture, you see, the culture we are following at times their culture. ଗୋଟେ ଦେଖ ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷ ହଉଛି ତମର ଯୋଉ ମାଣ୍ଡିଆ ମାଣ୍ଡିଆ ଶବ୍ଦ ଜାଣିଛ ତ?
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ଆରେ
ସାର୍।
ଆଜ୍ଞା ସାର୍।
କଣ ସେଟା?
ସେଟା ଖାଇବା ଜିନିଷଟା।
ଖାଇବା ଜିନିଷ ଗୋଟେ। କେତେବେଳେ ମାଣ୍ଡିଆ ଆମେ ଖାଉଛେ? ଆମେ ଖାଉନେ। ଖାଉନେ ଆମେ ନାଇଁ? କିନ୍ତୁ କୋରାପୁଟରେ ମାଣ୍ଡିଆ ଚାଷ ଅତ୍ୟଧିକ ଚାଷ କରାଯାଏ ଏବଂ ତାହା ଲାଭଜନକ ଚାଷ ବୋଲି ସେମାନେ ବିବେଚନା କରନ୍ତି। Now it has been internationalized that particular food has nutritional value. So you see, they have own way of cultivation and how do they cultivate and how they how do they marketing and other things. So particular the area or a community which is far from the our urban area or civilization, and they are the ethnic group of the particular in the state of Odisha. Is it clear? Ethnic
Yes
ମୂଳ
sir।
ବାସିନ୍ଦା ଯାହାକୁ କହୁଛେ ଆମେ, ସେମିତି କଟକରେ ଦେଖିଥିବ ବିଡାନାସୀରେ you will find the ethnic group. ସେମିତି ଭୁବନେଶ୍ୱରରେ ତମେ ଦେଖିଥିବ ସବୁ ଛୋଟ ଛୋଟ ଗାଁ ସବୁ ଅଛି, they are ethnic group. Now they have been civilized, but previously they are depending on agriculture and doing all these things. They are ethnic group. Those who live on catching the fish and also purchasing, selling the fish and maintaining their livelihood, that is called their ethnic group. Near Chilika, you will find near also the Pentakata Puri Samudra, Puri, your the seashore. So they are called their language, their lifestyle. Then any dispute arises, they don't go to the court of law. There is a leader, and they obey the whatever the judgment comes from the leader, that is binding on others. So this way of life, that is different. Is it clear? Ethnographic research. We can study ethnographic research. Okay.
Again, sir. Again,
Then
sir.
developmental research. Already I have told you historical research. Development research also is similar to historical research. Suppose the historical research, what is the educational status during pre-independence area, or what is the educational status during the just after independence. Just there is a difference between historical and developmental. That in developmental studies, that I have told you, that over the period 10 years or 15 years, what is the educational status of women, tribal groups, SC, ST, and other social categories, whether that is increasing or decreasing. Suppose we have to study that the dropout rate over the 10 years, whether dropout rate is increasing or decreasing. We have to study. That is developmental study. We can do it. Okay. It is clear? Development research. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello. And another is case study. Case study about an individual. Detailed study about an individual is called case study. You take a particular child. Suppose one is a truant. Truant means those who leaves the class after a particular period. बुझेला? Truant. We have to study these kind of children. What are the reasons for the truancy? मझिरे जो पिला छाड़ी क्लास छाड़ी जाउची, whether the teacher is he does not like the teacher, he does not like the subject, or he wants to do something during that period, or something. So we can conduct the particular case, and accordingly remedial measures will be taken. Suppose one is inattentive in the class. What is the reason for inattentiveness? All the children are not inattentive. Some children are inattentive in nature. So we have to find out what are the causes for inattentiveness, and we have to provide the remedial measures so that the inattentiveness will be removed. So you will find some children are shy in nature, very introvert. They are called introvert, and some are very talkative. They are called extrovert. And in between introvert and the extrovert, that is ambivert. Almost all belong to ambivert group. Those who are shy in nature and does not interact with others in the class mutation, चुपचाप बस्थिबे क्या कुछ कौन they are introvert. So we have to take that study. What is the reason for introversion? Whether he has been scolded by the parents at home, whether he has been scolded by the teacher, whether any other factor that makes him to remain silent and do not interact with the others. This is called your case study. It is clear? Detailed study about an individual and providing remedial measures to be normal. Assume that all the children are normal, but some are exceptional. As I have told you, those exceptional children are that the case study will be taken. Okay? Yes or no? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Then one of the most important survey research is experimental research. What is experiment? The cause and the relationship between the variables is called experimentation. Suppose you provide reinforcement, means for good answer, say your answer is satisfactory, good. That is reinforcement. You reinforce the particular answer for the particular child or particular class. That his answer is correct. So what will the feeling? He will be encouraged to learn more for the reinforcement. So this is how the cause and effect. Cause is the reinforcement, effect is the learning or performance of the learner. Similarly, in the educational research we will study later on, there are three types: pre-experimental, quasi-experimental, and a true experimental design. Three experimental design. How this design, that will be covered up later on. Then the page number 18. You see, uh, the fifth survey and the first survey, there are so many areas have been mentioned, and just you go through the mention, that is not necessary. Also, in page number 19, also the same thing has been happened. Now let us take types of studies of educational research. One is called here experimental, that is quantitative research based on positivist paradigm. Then quasi-experimental and a correlational studies. We will discuss later on. Survey, the qualitative, case studies, documentary analysis, developmental, ethnographic, historical, philosophical, these are qualitative study. These are not quantitative study. Here in basic just difference, just I tell you, in the quantitative study, we express any characteristics in quantity, in quality, and that is a predetermined goal or a predetermined hypothesis before conducting the research. And in qualitative studies, there is no predetermined hypothesis, and that is not to be tested. Just you go and ask certain questions and come to the conclusion. Let us come to the experimental research. In experimental research, what is it called? That is called your, as I have told you, cause and effect relationship. Remember these things: cause and effect relationship. Cause is the independent variable, effect is the dependent variable. Followed? Followed or not? In experimental research, we have to determine the cause and effect relationship. There are two variables. One is called independent variable, other is called dependent variable. Variable अर्थ कौन? चलो. Interest is one variable, intelligence is one variable, achievement is one variable. Okay? So, suppose a new method of teaching is one variable. Effect of a new method of teaching on achievement. Achievement is the dependent variable, and new method of teaching is called your independent variable. So whether the performance of the learners becomes better when a new method of teaching is adopted by the teacher or not, that is your motive. So the cause is new method of teaching. The effect is performance of the learner. Is it clear or not? Tell me. What is independent variable? Anka bhitere. New method of teaching. What type of variable it is? Hello. Hello.
ଆଜ୍ଞା ସାର୍।
ହଁ କୁହ ମତେ ମତେ ଟିକେ କହିଲେ ସିନା ହବ। New method of teaching, we have to study the effect of a new method of teaching on the achievement of the learner. This is our research study. So here there are two variables. New method of teaching is one variable. Achievement of the learner is other variable. ତାହେଲେ new teaching method को variable କହିବା? Anybody? If you have understood, please tell me.
Sir, independent variable.
Yes, the independent variable. The performance of the learner or achievement is called, yes,
Dependent
dependent
variable.
variable. The performance depends on the method of teaching. ये तो कथा. Suppose attitude of the learner and achievement in, okay, a particular subject ଆମେ study କରିବା. ତାହେଲେ attitude କୋଉ ପ୍ରକାର variable ହବ? Yes,
ଇଣ୍ଡିପେଣ୍ଡେଣ୍ଟ।
independent variable. Achievement କୋଉ variable ହବ? ଏନ୍ ପରା କହିଲେ ସମସ୍ତେ କୁହ। ଆରେ ଭୟ କରିବା କଣ ଅଛି କହୁନ?
Dependent, sir.
Dependent variable. It is clear, independent and dependent variable. Independent and dependent variable, is it clear or not?
କ୍ଲିୟର।
Clear, sir.
Yes, sir.
Clear ହେଲା.
Yes, sir.
Then true experimental design will discuss in detail, but quasi experimental design, that is not true experimental design. In true experimental design, when we study or conduct the research, we take two groups. To one group, we may provide, do not give any reinforcement. Suppose the effect of a reinforcement on the achievement, perhaps, or effect of a new method of teaching on achievement. This is a study, say. ତାହେଲେ ଆମେ study କରିବା ଦିଟା group ନବା. Two groups will be equated. गोटे ग्रुप को आमे न्यू मेथड ऑफ टीचिंग रे पढ़ेबा तार इफेक्ट कोन देखिबा. आउ गोटे ग्रुप को ट्रेडिशनल वे रे पढ़ेबा तार इफेक्ट कोन देखिबा. आमे सेठी जेबो the true experimental design. In quasi experimental design, there is no necessity making the two groups equal in all respects. Okay, is it clear? In quasi experimental design, there is no necessity to make the two groups equal. You can select two groups at random basis. To one group, you teach through traditional method, and other group through your new method of teaching. Then you will find out the difference between the two, whether there is a difference or not. Is it clear? Quasi experimental and experimental. It is clear or not? Tell me.
ସାର୍ ଆଉ ଟିକେ ବୁଝିବି।
ଆଉ ଥରେ କହିବି।
ଆଜ୍ଞା।
Quasi अर्थ सेमी. Quasi अर्थ कौन? Semi experimental design. Experimental is conducted. Experiment is conducted. But the experiment is not conducted in true sense. In experimental group, we make two groups, A and B. Suppose both the groups shall be equal in all respect, their intelligence, their achievement, their interest, their attitude. Both the groups, group A and group B, will be equal. Equal, the mean is the status of the group. Always remember, the mean achievement or mean anything is the achievement, is the status of the group. So mean of the two groups will be almost equal. Okay, this is called true experimental design. And in quasi experimental, we are not equating two groups. A and B are not equal in all respect. Their intelligence may not be same for both the groups. Their interest may not be same for both the groups. Their motivation may not be same for both the groups. So the variables, we may not accept the climate. Accept the climate, we cannot change the climate. So accept the climate and age also, class also, all these psychological variables or say traits, TRAITS, जो गुण ताको आम ओडिया जदि कहबा आमे कहबा गुण आम भीतर बहुत गुण अच्छी तेणु जिते आम एक्सपेरिमेंटाल करुचे दीटाकर समान रोचे क्वासी एक्सपेरिमेंटाल रे समान रहूना नॉन इक्वल ग्रुप्स ओके in semi experimental there is non equal groups in experimental there is equal groups is it clear
ଆଜ୍ଞା ସାର୍
ତାପରେ correlational research what is correlation relationship between two variables relationship between two variables mathematics is one of the variable english is one of the variable yes or no
Yes,
we
sir.
we have to determine the relationship between mathematics and english so far the achievement is concerned ताले कौन करिबा एठी आमे कोरिलेशन मेथड बाहर करिबा मैथमेटिक्स रे स्कोर बाहर करिबा ए पिला मैथमेटिक्स रे केते रखिछि इंग्लिश रे केते रखिछि बी पिला केते रखिछि सी पिला केते रखिछि डी पिला केते इन दिस वे वी कैन डिटरमाइन तापर तार रैंक सब त फार्मूला पकेबा रैंक करिबा एम फार्मूला पके देखिबा whether there is a positive relationship between the two variables or not or whether there is a negative relationship between two variables or not the highest positive relationship is +1 the highest negative correlation is -1 the moderate is 0.4 to 0.6 0.6 to 8 it is high it will never exceed the value either +1 or -1 is it clear correlational research suppose you are going to study the relationship between study habit and achievement for example so there is a test for study habit you will administer the test among the learner then you get the result then their performance achievement also you get the result then गोटे स्कोर मिलिबो दिथरे स्टडी हैबिट रो स्कोर मिलिबो अचीवमेंट रो स्कोर मिलिबो तांकर रैंकिंग बाहर करी रिलेशनशिप बाहर करिबा whether there is a positive or negative or zero correlationship or high positive correlationship or high negative correlationship so we have to apply the formula and get the result and interpret the result of the relationship between the two variables मन रहला Co-relational study. Is it clear or not?
ଆଜ୍ଞା ସାର୍
Eh? ବୁଝିଲ? Then descriptive research କହିଛି ତମକୁ ଯେ select a variable. In descriptive research, what happens? That what exists. Suppose the achievement of mathematics of a particular district, of a particular class. So here you have to descriptive research, you have to prepare a test in mathematics where there is a difference between boys and girls, whether there is a difference between urban area and rural area people, and so on. So other things are there. So we have to determine the status of the various variable as in the sensor or economic survey. आमे कहूचे जीडीपी एते परसेंट हैला आज ऑन एई मास सुधा आमे कहूचे जे सब ये प्राइस हाई के ही गला जनवरी मासरे जहा थिला हमरो प्राइस राइज एबे मार्च बेलकू 1 पॉइंट केते कमी जाइछ ताले व्हाट वी स्टडी दैट इज प्रेजेंट स्टेटस ऑफ वेरियस थिंग्स okay so this comes under your descriptive research so such studies are also called developmental studies also as what I have told you that what is that tribal education in Odisha as on today kete percent pila paichanti do you have any idea that what about the Bonda Hill people are they educated yes or no some of them are educated one of them has got what Odisha administrative service and some of them have also passed matriculation and +2 graduation etc so gradually their educational status is increasing or decreasing the educational status of the Bonda Hill people in Malkanagiri whether the educational status is increasing or decreasing
Increasing.
increasing
increasing
whether girls education is increasing or decreasing
increasing
increasing whether empowerment of women is increasing or decreasing
increasing
empowerment empowerment
increasing
नारी शक्ति रो विकास या तो
increasing okay
increasing so when we go to study the status how many of them are in the local body representative or how many of them are MLAs MPs or ए देखुतली हमर ओजेस रिजल्ट बाहर थिला से 40 जन 33 जन झियो पाइछिन 33 out of 40 successful candidate 33 are ladies what does it indicate the ladies performance is better than the gents so far the OJS examination is concerned and the result has been published so this is descriptive study there was a time when parents think that the girls are burden to their family yes or no yes or no
yes sir
huh?
yes sir
Yes but now do the parents have that perception
No, sir.
nah even not all are equal boys and girls are equal so gradually the social status, educational status, all the in all fields there are engineers, there are doctors, and both male and females. There is no discrimination. Our Indian Constitution says that Article 16, there should be no discrimination between male and female. So we have to study the present status, that is under the descriptive research. Then ethnographic I have told you, historical in the past what was the condition? Long ago, what was the system of education? In a very olden period, in Gurukula Ashrama, what is the educational system? Teacher dominated class. Am I right? There was, ଶୁଣା ଯାଉଛି ତ ମୋ କଥା? Hello.
Again, sir.
There was a time where what did the teacher say that was binding on the learners, disciples. But gradually there was a shift, paradigm shift in the teaching learning process from teacher to learner. Then from learner to learning process, that is constructivism. The student should learn by himself, construct the various ideas in the light of the past experiences. ଗୋଟେ ଛୋଟିଆ ଉଦାହରଣ ମୁଁ ଦଉଛି। ଆମେ ଜିଓଗ୍ରାଫିରେ ପଢଉଛେ, ବହୁତ କଥା ପଢଉଛେ, ବର୍ଷା ଦିନ ହେଇଛି, ପିଲା ଆସିଛନ୍ତି, ଭିଜି ସ୍କୁଲକୁ ଆସିଛନ୍ତି, ଆମେ ପିଲାଙ୍କୁ ପଚାରୁଛେ ଆଚ୍ଛା ଆସିଲା ବେଳେ କଣ ସବୁ ଦେଖିଲ? ବିଭିନ୍ନ ପିଲା ବିଭିନ୍ନ କଥା କହିବେ। ବର୍ଷା ଜୋରରେ ହଉଛି, ପାଣି ବହୁଛି, ଗୁଳିଆ ପାଣି ବହୁଛି, ଆଉ କଣ ଦେଖିଲ? ନା ଗୁଳିଆ ପାଣି କାହିଁକି ହଉଛି? ନା ମାଟି ଗୁଡାକ ଧୋଇ ହେଇ ଯାଉଛି। ତା ଅର୍ଥ କଣ ହେଲା? ନା ମୂର୍ତ୍ତିକା କ୍ଷୟ। ସେଇ ପିଲା କହିବେ। So they construct the ideas out of their by themselves. That is constructivism. Teacher is the only guide or facilitator of the learning process. While asking the question that he facilitated the learners, he does not detect anything. So this is how what I have told you, the teaching method, teaching learning process change is going on in the teaching learning process. So in historical research, what we are discussing about that, in the past, what was the educational system? There was a university, Nalanda, Takshashila, the renowned universities. And those universities nowadays we cannot find. Then the philosophical research, the educational thought of Gandhi, and its relevance to the present system of education. What is that? Basic education. It is based on activity. So now we are following also activity. The educational thoughts of Tagore and its relevance to the present system of education. What is that? Is mainly based on naturalism. Go to the nature and gain the experiences. So also we allow the student to expose to the outside. ତମର NCF 2005 ରେ କୁହାଯାଇଛି ଯେ there should not be boundary between the school and the outer environment. They should learn from the environment. So that is the what was the historical research, what are the sorry, philosophical research, what are the aims, method of teaching, discipline, curriculum. This comes under philosophical research. Educational philosophy of Gandhi, educational philosophy of Gopabandhu, educational philosophy of Aurobindo, educational philosophy of Tagore, educational philosophy of Rousseau, educational philosophy of Socrates, Plato, and so on and so forth. So these are called your philosophical research. Okay, could you understand or not? Hello,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes,
philosophical
sir.
research ବୁଝିପାରିଲ ତ?
Aଜ୍ଞା।
ତାପରେ
Yes, sir.
ହଁ ହଁ ତାପରେ ଆସିବା knowledge generation, historical perspective, ସେଥିରେ ଦେଲା sources of knowledge. କାଲି କହୁଥିଲି ମୁଁ, where do you get knowledge? Where do you get knowledge? Life experience. Life is full of experiences. Wherever you go, you get experiences. So, from the life experiences, you also gather knowledge. And that is within you. Can you cite an example? Have you not faced any such? ମୁଁ ଗୋଟେ କଥା ଖାଲି କହୁଛି ତମକୁ, ଅବଦୁଲ କଲାମ ନାଁ ଶୁଣିଛ?
Yes, sir.
Abdul Kalam.
Yes,
Who
sir.
was he? Who was
Yes,
he?
sir.
Huh? Who was
First
he?
Prime Minister, sir.
Was a great scientist.
Ex-Prime Minister.
Yes.
Great scientist.
Ex-president and a great scientist. He had from the very poor family. Fisher, his father was catching the fish from the sea. There was a heavy storm, heavy wind, and early in the morning when he went to the seashore, he saw all his boat and the net have been destroyed. Father's boat and net. So a idea came to his mind that the wind has such a power that he can destroy anything. And from that he determined that he would be what? Aeronautic engineer. Now that is life experience. That is the life experience. Have you read the life history of Mahatma Gandhi? How become non-violent and the worshipper of truth and sacrificed his life for the others. During his school hour, he visited a drama, ନାଟକ ଯାହାକୁ କହୁଛେ ଆମେ, was staged. The drama was Harishchandra. Drama was staged. And he was influenced by that particular drama in such a way so that he promised to sacrifice everything for others. So this is the life experience. A particular life experience changes everything. Nobody expects from that he would be a great Mahatma and the worshipper of non-violence and truth. So that is the life experience. We have enough life experiences and we also gather information from the life experiences. ବାଟରେ ଯାଉଛେ ଆକ୍ସିଡେଣ୍ଟ ହେଇଗଲା କଣ କରୁଛେ ଆମେ ସେମିତି ଛାଡି ପଳେଇ ଯାଉ ସେ ଲୋକକୁ ନା humanitarian point of view we want to want for rescue and send him to the hospital. So this is the life experience. Service to mankind is what? Service to God. Is it not life experience? Hello. अरे बुझ्नु ना नाम किसी
Yes, sir.
Yes,
ଆଜ୍ଞା
sir.
ସାର୍ ଆଜ୍ଞା ସାର୍
so in your life you have got many experiences, you have received many things from many persons about the politics, about social values, life skills, and so on and so forth. So the knowledge is generated through the life experiences. कहीं कोट थोड़ा जी तुम देखो ना शेड देखो ना वाड़ थोड़ा थोड़ा मुआवजा देखो नहीं इट नहीं शेड कोट थोड़ा देखो then authority also we get knowledge from the authority thinking that authority is more experience and whatever he says it is right but sometimes it is not always true. So your headmaster is your authority, the school teacher is your authority, your father is your authority, your mother is your authority, your elders are authorities. So we get knowledge out from them. Then customs and traditions, I have told you. The various rituals, etc., way of life, how to lead, we also get knowledge. Suppose you are placed in different places, geographical places, other than Odisha. So, what sort of dress you will wear? That is a customs and tradition. Now, what sort of rituals that you will observe? So, all these things that you gain. Then I have told you the deductive reasoning, the deductive reasoning from general to particular. Then Aristotle's syllogism, all planets orbit the sun, major premises. The earth is a planet, minor premises. Therefore, the earth orbits the sun. Conclusion. This is deduction as I was telling. So, inductive reasoning also we have also discussed. Then the one is called as the Baconian induction. That is Baconian induction are two forms: perfect, imperfect. The perfect induction establishes conclusion by exhaustive enumeration of all instances that are subsummable under the given class. All India census operational example. The imperfect induction arrived at the generalization by observing some instance and adequate and representative sample from entire class. ଆମେ ତ ରିସର୍ଚ୍ଚ ନଉଛେ ଆମେ କଣ କରୁଛେ ନା ଆଇଦର ଇଣ୍ଡକ୍ଟିଭ ରିଜନିଂ ଆଉ ଡିଡକ୍ଟିଭ ରିଜନିଂ ରେ ଯାଉଛେ ଆମେ ସେ ଇଣ୍ଡକ୍ଟିଭ ବ୍ୟାକରଣ କହୁଛି ଗୋଟେ ପରଫେକ୍ଟ ହଉଛି ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଇମ୍ପରଫେକ୍ଟ କହୁଛି ସେ ଯୋଉ ପରଫେକ୍ଟ କହୁଛି ଯେତେବେଳେ all the individual that the whole individuals are called population ବୁଝିପାରୁଛ ତ सेंसस सर्वेज रे भूल कथा सेंसस सर्वेज रे ऑल द इंडिविजुअल्स आर टेकन इनटू टास्क गोटे समय दिया जिवो सेही समय जेते जे जोउड थिबो से गणना करिवे से अनुसार हमें कैलकुलेशन करे सैंपल लिया जाए नहीं द सेंसस सर्वे रे सैंपल लिया जाए पर इकोनॉमिक सर्वे सैंपल लिया जाए सिमिलरली आम जब कहबा जे बॉय स्टूडेंट्स आर बेटर इन मैथमेटिक्स से इंडक्टिवली कहि दो एटा इम्परफेक्ट इंडक्शन नॉट परफेक्ट कारण मन निर्दिष्ट एरिया रु आमे सैंपल कलेक्शन करूचे that is not the representative of the population. Intelligence, one of the traits in psychology, आमे मुपाही की देखा है जे 100 IQ is the mean IQ of the population. Population has the characteristics is called parameter. मानदंड जाओ कहूँ आमे जो गोटे पर्सन नहीं गोटे क्लास इंटेलिजेंस मापिले ना हो पारे सो दैट इज imperfect induction okay बुझ पाले तो perfect and imperfect the whole population is taken into consideration then the perfect asibo when a sample is collected and we study the sample then imperfect induction habo it is clear or not in research it is not possible to take whole population all the population so we take a portion of it but the portion of that is not the representative one it is clear hello perfect
Yes,
and
sir.
imperfect ha
Yes.
pachariବାର କିଛି ଅଛି ki then scientific method I have told you what is scientific method there is simply you remember cause and effect relationship between two variables cause and effect relationship between two variables when potassium chlorate is added with magnesium dioxide and heated to a particular temperature it gives you oxygen am I right or not जो कथा कहूली साइंटिफिक मेथड रे we have to always define the variables कहली the चल the various characteristics that we have varies from age to age varies from environment to environment so ତା ସ୍ଥିର ନୁହେଁ ଚଳ ମାନେ fluctuation स्थिर माने पूरा स्थिर होइकी रहिबो सो द वेरिएबल्स that is चलो जाको ओडिया रे हम कहूचे that is not constant in nature that varies from place to place time to time environment to environment so in scientific method there is a cause and effect relationship I have told you that new method of teaching in that on the achievement effect of determined the study of attitude on the achievement, study of interest on the achievement, study of reading habit on achievement. These are called your scientific method. So how could you or how can you identify? प्रथम है felt necessity. तमन आवश्यकता अछि जेमति तुम कहूतिल तुमको how can you identify a problem? Just tomorrow's repeat again I करूच तुमको Newton was sitting under the apple tree. It is a fact. The apple fell down. It is a fact. But what was the necessity for him? Felt necessity. Why the apple fell down? That was the felt necessity. Follow? Do follow my point? Do follow my point?
Yes, sir.
felt necessity आवश्यकता ମୁଁ ଅନୁଭବ କରିବି ଏଇ ସମସ୍ୟାଟାକୁ କେମିତି ହ୍ୟାଣ୍ଡଲ କରିବି that was the felt necessity. First you have to identify the problem when it will be felt by you, then the location and definition and the difficulties, you have defined the problem, then suggested solution, that is hypothesis. In that case he thought about the problem, why did the apple, why the apple did not go up and it fell down. Only the apple fell down and any other fruit did not fall down, fall down. So the various hypotheses will come to our mind. Simple thing is, let us conduct an experiment on refraction. In a beaker, half filled beaker, water is half filled, and you immerse a glass rod. What does it look like? What does it look like? Hello?
सर पानी भितर ग्लास टा बड़ देखा जिवो
ଆଉ କଣ ଦେଖାଯିବ? It appears to be bent. When you immerse,
ଗ୍ଲାସ ଟା ରଡ୍ ଟା
ନା,
ବେଣ୍ଡ ଦେଖାଯିବ।
ହଁ ରେଡ୍ ଟା ବେଣ୍ଡ ଦେଖାଯିବ। ତମ ମଧ୍ୟରେ ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ ଉଠିପାରେ, due to liquid water only it appears to be bent, so change the water, change any other transparent liquid, the same thing happens. It may be due to the glass container. You change the glass container and take another glass container, the same result will come. And finally will come out that when rays of light comes from deeper medium to rare medium at the point of
ରେୟାର
what?
ମିଡିୟମ ଟୁ ଡେନ୍ସର
No,
ମିଡିୟମ
no,
ସାର୍।
deeper medium, denser medium, so deeper denser medium light तो आखिर तळକୁ ସେଠିକି ଯାଉନି, ଲାଇଟ୍ ସେଠୁ ତମ ଆଖିରେ ପଡୁଛି।
ଆଜ୍ଞା
wrong notion. Denser medium to rare medium, at the point of separation the ray of light bends, as a result of which the glass rod appears to be bent. This is called your experiment. This is called your hypothesis. जो केतोडा कहली जे एते कथा एइगुडा सब हला hypothesis, गोटे आडू आमे परीक्षा करी करी जिबा। And finally we come to the conclusion that when the ray of light comes from denser medium to rare medium, at the point of separation it becomes bent. So the rod appears to be bent. The scientific method both combines induction and deduction. पढ़दब किसी सेमती डिफिकल्टी नहीं। तापरे knowledge generation in historical research. दिन जीवो ये मु देखुछ ना आज सजो नहीं। ए सुनो, आज गोटे मोर अति जरूरी काम अछि हला, आ पछे एक्स्ट्रा क्लास नवा पछे जदि मते टिके छाड़, जी काम टिके अछि अति जरूरी। So let me wind up this class today. Okay?
ଆଜ୍ଞା ସାର୍।
Thank you.
ଆଜ୍ଞା ସାର୍। Thank you, sir.
ए ବହିଟା ପଢି कि टिके आस, खाली मते कहले जोटा क्लारिफिकेशन दरकार सेडा मु गडे दी।
Sir, I have a question.
हां, what is the question? Tell me.
Sir, I have written the assignment papers in A4 size
Before
plain sheets. I have
you have
written
written
the
assignment
in plain A4 size sheet.
plain sheet.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. We'll see to
So, is
already
there any
submitted.
problem?
Already
I
you
have
have
not.
submitted.
No, I have not submitted it, sir. But
Plain को plain है जो A4 size
A4
ଦରକାର ତ?
sheet
हैं?
हाँ सर हाँ सर
हाँ किसी ने नो प्रॉब्लम
नो
नो
प्रॉब्लम
प्रॉब्लम
थैंक यू
ठीक
सर
ଅଛି ହଁ କଣ ଯାଉନି
ଥ୍ୟାଙ୍କ ୟୁ ସାର୍।
ଥ୍ୟାଙ୍କ ୟୁ ଭେରି ମଚ୍
Thank you, sir.
ଲିମିଟେସନ ଟା ଟିକେ ବୁଝିଦେବେ ନେକ୍ସଟ କ୍ଲାସ ରେ।
हैं
ଲିମିଟେସନ୍ସ ଅଫ ସାଇଣ୍ଟିଫିକ ମେଥଡ ଟା ବୁଝିଦେବେ ନେକ୍ସଟ କ୍ଲାସ ରେ।
ହଁ ପ୍ରସ ବୁଝିଲି ହଁ ଅଛି କାମ କାମ ଅଛି ठीक है